Boys, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Boys, are there, boys? Boys, out of 44, we have only 29. Shall we wait for one more 2 minutes? Up to 11:20, we will wait, man. Or else we will start our class. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. Let them come. After we will wait for another 2 minutes. What you have did, man? Last few days. Whether you have prepared well for your placement. Have you prepared well, man, for placement? Kirtivasan, are you there? Kirtivasan?
Yes, sir.
How was your placement preparation, man?
Sir, going well, sir.
It's going, still it's going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any specific company you have prepared or for general you have prepared, Kirtivasan?
Generally, aptitude and verbal, I'm preparing, sir.
So you are aiming for place in a good company.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have any prefer company for you, man?
So, no, sir, I'm waiting for core companies, sir.
Core company.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kirti. So I want to tell you one thing, man. Recently, I heard and I have seen that once you have prepared a subject for your core company, please go through the gate questions.
Okay, sir.
It will give you the enough depth about your subject, man. And there are a lot of gate books available in our library itself. When you came here, or you can visit once here to collect your book, or you may buy from your hometown. What you do, you have no one cannot prepare all mechanical subject in a single book. You have to prepare one by one. So once you have prepared well for a subject, what you do, you go through a gate questions. All gate questions you go through. If you able to answer well, then you can go for the next subject, so that you will get a good knowledge. If you can't have able to answer, what you do, you go through the same subject again, so that you can able to read again well, and your confidence about the subject will be increased. So this one you have to be followed, man. It will be easy for you to go through the written test well, and also you will have a good confidence in facing the interview in core companies. So please follow this. Many what they are doing is they will get easily, they are getting confident once they go through the book. It won't be enough, man. Okay, it won't be enough. Not only in Gatebook, you can go through the multiple object questions in internet itself. So there are a lot of sites are there. You can go subject by subject. You can go through that. If you are able to answer the questions well, then you can go for this next subject. Okay, for interview in core company, minimum you should know. You should be able to answer in minimum 3 subjects. That will be good for you, and moreover there will be some logical questions or some basic questions in general mechanical. So please prepare in such a way. We hear that in coming this academic year onwards, there might be a video conference interview will be. Since this is a corona period, there will be a video conference interview will be. So please be prepared for that too. Many have fear on sitting before the video, and it might be new for you to attend. So please be prepared for that also. It will be easy for you to face while on interview. If you have nervous, please prepare now itself. It will be easy for you. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and it is not for KT. It is for everyone. I'm telling. What I said is it is for everyone. Okay. We have 34 students. Wait, I will once again and check. We have 34 students. Right now, I am going to take the attendance. $35. I have taken today's attendance, man. Boys, after a very long time, we are meeting and we are going to start our class. As you know, this subject is 3D printing and design, 14 MEO07. This is the syllabus we have completed till now. Unit 1 and Unit 2 we have completed, as you know this well. But for CAT 1, we have completed up to for CAT 1, we have a syllabus up to stereolithography and FDM. Up to that, we have CAT 2. CAT 1. For CAT 2, it will be up to third unit. Okay, for CAT 2, it will be up to third unit. We are well ahead towards the CAT 3. We have already started third unit and your topic have been completed. So no problem for us. We have enough time. We will have a good preparation. I will make you a good preparation before going to CAT 2 also. In Unit 1, what you have seen is we have seen about general introduction and we have seen what are the classifications available in a 3D printing. It's positive and negative we have seen, and also we have compared additive and conventional manufacturing process. Additive means we have taken as a we have taken example as a CNC, because CNC only we can compare with 3D printing. Yes, it is. Yes, both can be completely machinist and easy to use and able to compare well, because ordinary manufacturing and this additive manufacturing cannot able to compare. So we have compared CNC with 3D manufacturing, 3D printer, and finally we have seen the applications. And the second topic is CAD for additive manufacturing. How the CAD format is important in 3D printing. How the CAD, because CAD data is converting into a product directly in 3D printing, so that a CAD data is very much important. So what are the formats you can able to save in CAD for additive manufacturing? We have seen that is about three types. And then data translation. Data translation means nothing but how you're transforming your data from your CAD to the 3D printing machine. There are a lot of features available to convert a CAD model into a 3D printing product. In that, how optimize you can do. That is the important thing. When you have a very fine finish, when or else a super finish to have a product means it will have a very high data to convert. Where you have high data to convert, finally what happens is the data translation will take long time, and printing it will take a long time. Finally the cost will also increase. Yeah, as you know that printing in 3D printer is already a costlier one. uh, when you go for a batch manufacturing, it might be a little bit reduced, but when you go for a single product manufacturing, the cost is higher. When you go with such a high finish, your product will be a very high cost one. So that to avoid that, you have to be optimized data translation. That should be done. And also you have to be careful in proper transforming of data to reduce the cost. We cannot compromise our quality, so that proper data should be transferred. You should not be reduce the necessary data also. The data loss should be a minimum one. And STL format, STL is nothing but stereolithography. It is a standard format which we are used in 3D printers. Even in many people, they doesn't know about what is STL format. They'll think only STL format is available in 3D printing. There are many formats are available, but because of STL format, its importance, many companies they will fix this STL format as a default one. It will directly take it as a STL format. Okay, so that is how the STL format have developed and evolved. And next one is in unit 2. It is a good unit that they have learned many data about 3D printing. We have learned many techniques and its working of different techniques. I'm sorry, we have learned about different techniques and its working conditions also. What material we can use in the techniques, there might be one or two different types also. How what specifications you have to do, how you have to set the 3D printing, after printing, or how the post parameter should be, post processing should be. So this is how we have learned in unit 2. Stereolithography, fused FDM, uh, fused deposition modeling. LOM means laminated object manufacturing, selective laser sintering, selective laser melting, binder jet technology. So this is what we have seen in the unit 2. So the third unit is nothing but materials. What materials we have to use in the 3D printer? There are a lot of materials available. So how we have to choose? Why you have chosen that? And because of that, what is your output? So that is what we are going to see. But here they have additionally they have given a topic called powder preparation and their desired properties. Powder preparation. I have verified that I have checked many book. I have not got this data about powder preparation and their desired properties. And finally, after searching for a long time in the net, and I have found data of this. And there are 7 types of powder preparation available in 3D printer that we will see once we have completed about general materials, polymers, metals, non-metals, ceramics. Once we have seen about this, after that we'll go for a powder preparation. Okay, that is what this unit 3 will be. This unit 3 we have to complete this in 9 hours. Why I am indicating this is, when you talk about materials, there are a lot of things we can talk. We cannot complete in 9 hours, or else we can complete exactly in hours. There are 2 things I can able to do. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give the enough data for your example, because for about polymers, metals, non-metals, ceramics, you have studied already in material science. So I'm going to talk about here what this material exactly do or needed in the 3D printers. So that is what I'm going to talk here. So please listen carefully, and that data only I'm going to give you. Okay. After that, powder preparation we will see. So that is what the unit 3 is. It is easy to complete and easy to understand also. Okay, guys. Guys, shall we start our unit 3, man? Are you there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in this unit 3, we have completed up to ABS. We have completed. Okay, that's what we have completed. Let it be. I'll go again from this slide itself. Okay, in 3D printing, we have almost we have all type of material we can use. Any type of material we can use. The thing is, whether that material, what type of material you are choosing is suitable for which technology you have to choose. What type of material you are using, for that material which technology is suitable, that is what you are going to choose properly. Then it will be converted into product easily. So choose a product and choose the technology properly, and the final product as which whatever you want it will be. But also depends upon the material, the quality of the product will be, because yeah, when you choose a plastic, the output will be like that. When you choose a metal, the output will be like that. So depends upon the material, your output will be, depends upon the material, the character of the product will be. Okay, so choose accordingly. How you will choose? So what type of usage the product is, I'm sorry, the end customer is asking about. So depends upon that you will choose. When you go for an automobile, you can choose for a plastics or metal. So again, for what they are going to use depends upon that you can choose the material. So this how you'll choose. As you know this already, just I want to tell you. Okay, in general in 3D printing, mostly we will use plastics. Mostly we will use plastics. Why we are using plastics mostly? Because because uh, till now using powder metals in 3D printing is higher cost. Using powder metal in 3D printing is higher cost, because when you do a manufacturing means you can go for a melting, you can go for a casting, and you will have a product that is simply you're doing. But when you go for a powder metal, after that you are compressing in a die, and you will get a product that is costlier than ordinary casting process. But here you have a powder metal and again working with a 3D printer. So this will make the usage of metal powder is higher cost compared to a general casting. So that usage of metal is up to now means the technology what we have up to now, it is costlier. Okay, so when we will choose this metal is depends upon the usage, depends upon the end usage. When you need a specific character of a product which is used, or which we need specifically for purpose, means we will go for. Simple example I'll give you is, when you go for aerospace industries, they will need some specific characters. For that they will go for some 3D printing. Instead of casting, they go for 3D printing. So for that only they will go specifically, or else general casting they will go. Okay guys, not only metals, non-metals means the resin also they will use for. As we have seen in SLA, stereolithography, we are, as you when you go through, you may learn that even we can use resin, top to bottom, or bottom to top approach. We have used resin also. Okay, there are 7 types of resins are there. Some resins, when you wash with water, it will be dissolved. So there are different types of resin you can choose, depends upon your usage. Okay. Finally, yes, I have given about this slide earlier. Which material you should use depends upon the output what you need. According to that, we can choose. We cannot go for a specific one material all the time. So in this, generally in this, we can in this unit we will study about plastic, that is nothing but polymers, and then we'll go for resin, composites, metals. That is what we are going to see in this unit. So let us go for polymers. Okay, in that polymers there are many type of polymers, as you know that ABS, PLA, nylon, PEEK, PETG, Ultem, HIPS, PVA. So these are the polymers that are used in 3D printing. Okay, these are the polymers, because these characters are these polymers characters are suitable for the 3D printing machine and their output. That is why we have used this only, this polymers alone. First, we will see ABS. ABS is nothing but acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. Okay, this is one of the popular plastic boys. we can see this in our daily usage, or else what we can say in our home appliance we can see keyboard, home appliance, keyboard, caps, toys, canos, medical device, even flat screen TVs and computer monitor. These are the things easily they are using in ABS. It is tougher, also less costly. That is why we are using ABS. Okay, uh, it have some extreme. Earlier backlight they have used that backlight, instead of that it have came and became suddenly cost and its strength. That is why till now ABS is used. That is why we have used, and it has some chemical formula too. Uh, its color is yellowish tint. Okay, usually it will available in the form of small pellets. As you have seen in a manufacturing lab, you have made some screen ring you have made. That was in die casting you have did. Same like in that the plastic what we have is small pellets in sack. So similarly, this ABS also available in small pellets, which will be in yellowish color. What we have seen in this in empty lab is white in color, and that is not exactly what it was, milk white in color. This one is yellowish in color. Okay, so why we are choosing this ABS filament? What are its specific benefits? Is it can melt and cool without altering its chemical properties. That is why we have chosen this ABS. It can able to melt, and also once it get solidified, its chemical property doesn't change. Okay, because of its popularity, there is a Zotrax is a company which they will made a 3D printing machine specifically for a ABS filament alone. So that much popular ABS is. You can simply say that about 40 to 50 percentage of product will be made as a 3D printer product in using this ABS filament. Okay, guys. Because of its good mechanical properties, it is strong, tough, and durable. It have able to give scratch resistance, good resistance to heat. Good resistance to heat means continuously it cannot resist heat. When you place this in sunlight, it will start to degrade. But for a few times, it can able to resist heat. Okay, but it cannot resist every day. That is the thing you have to note it down. It has some even you can use this material in some wear and tear areas. It can able to withstand about few times compared to other type of plastics. Okay, here they have compared this with the ABS with PLA. PLA breaks more easily compared to ABS. So the what they are saying here is ABS is better than PLA. Why we are comparing with PLA is a material which we can find alternative for ABS is PLA. So while comparing that PLA breaks easily, but compared to ABS, that is what they are saying here. Let us see about PLA in a few slides later. Then you will find the difference. Okay, as I said, about 40 to 50 percentage of material is made of ABS in a 3D printer. Similarly, like 30 to 40 percentage, there will be a making of making with the help of PLA. So that is why ABS and PLA both will be competitive in usage of 3D printer. It have good results. Good results means in what way they are talking about is overhanging about 45 degree. We have a material. We might have a product of product with some angles. We have to give some supports. But here, when you use ABS up to 45 degree, you doesn't need any support. 45 degree, you doesn't need any support. It can able to withstand, but for some other material you have to give some extra support. When you give a support, there will be a usage of more usage of material, so usage of material is reduced here. So it is one of the good sign for you to use ABS material. Okay. Also, it has some drawbacks. What drawback is temperature issue? Temperature issue, as I told you earlier, they offer good resistance to heat, but for few times after that, it cannot able to withstand. And the next thing you have to note down here is, I have told you in the earlier slide that this material able to heat, and once it gets solidified, heat property doesn't change. But one thing you have to note down here, this material have to solidify slowly. Once it gets solidified faster, it will degrade very faster. So that you have to keep in mind that you have to make this material to cool down slowly, so that you will get a good benefit out of it. How you can solidify this slowly is, you have to use a closed 3D printer for making this material. So closed 3D printer means you have already seen that there might be some 3D printer with opening condition, and there will be an medium, there will be a printer with closed condition. You have to choose closed condition. Also, some printer there will be an closed condition with white filament white filament is used for closing to avoid the to sometimes it might also, what happens is it also increases the solidification rate. To again, to reduce the solidification rate, you have to use some colored glass, so that it will not get solidified uh, easily. So to choose accordingly. And more than temperature issue, we have a common problem of curling and warping. Curling and warping is a general problem in 3D printing. So same problem also you can face in ABS. You can avoid this, depends upon the design. Okay, guys. Sunlight you have to be avoid. As I told you already, smelly printing. When the oil and melting, it will give some foul odors. So that it is better to have a closed condition printer. So what are the alternatives? Is there here they have mentioned many alternates. PLA is a good alternate. PET PETG they have given here, but the best, what I feel is the best alternative is PLA, because both are similar like characteristics. And let us see, while on studying about PLA, you will be able to understand. Okay, PET and PETG both are plastics. Both about we will see in further slides. How much it cost? A kg of spool ranges from $14 to $16. I have searched in net and I found this in dollar. That is why I given in dollar itself. For a kg, it is about $60. That much it have cost. But when you want this in a pellet, it is $10. We have seen many 3D printers are available in the form of spool range. So usually it will be $14 to $60. Okay, guys. Then for die casting only, we will use pellet. It will be $10. So availing of material itself, the cost is differs. That is why output of 3D printer is always costlier. Okay. This is about proper setting. How you have to set your 3D printer while using ABS. Close the printer. You have to use the closed condition printer. Use a heated bed. Always you will heat the bed and will start our work. And what is it is kept on blue on your glass build plate. General plate to cover is an general thing. When you have a kept on blue is nothing but we have used in our car for avoiding sunlight. Yes or no? And there will be available in the form of blue, black, gray. Many are there. It is one time. Kept on blue is a sheet which you have to stick in the glass to avoid the sunlight. It will reduce the solidification rate, so that you have to use a Kappan blue on your glass build plate. Experimental temperature is it will be plus or minus 230 degrees Celsius. Okay, 230 degrees Celsius. Sometimes from that it will differ from plus or minus 5 degrees Celsius. You have to choose accordingly. Okay, guys. What colors are available means there are many colors are available. I have found in internet. You can check. How do I store? How you can store is as this material is degraded in sunlight, you have to place in a proper container, and it should be avoided in the sunlight. And also, if that ABS is in some moisture condition, while 3D printer prints, there will some crackle sound. So to avoid that, you have to place in a dry condition. So where it can be used, FTM, binder jetting, SLA, polyjet. These are the type of technologies you can using this material, using this ABS. You can use properties, specific properties: strong light, high resolution, somewhat flexible. Applications: architectural model, concept models, DIY, do-it-yourself projects, manufacturing. These are some applications. Next one is PLA. The best alternative for ABS is PLA. As I have told you that that is what PLA is. PLA is nothing but polylactic acid. Polylactic acid. See, this polylactic acid, it have a good fragrance while on heating. Good fragrance while on heating. When you compare with the ABS, it will give some foul odor, but it will give some PLA will give good fragrance while on heating. It's a good one for while printing. When you nearby, you will have some good smell. That is good for us, you know. Uh, for this alone, many are preferring PLA, because both are similar in character. Because of this reason, some are preferring ABS compared preferring PLA compared to ABS. Okay. Uh, when you compare PLA and ABS, which one is durable? Is ABS is more durable than PLA. That is why ABA wins over PLA in few areas. Okay. See, you have in our 3D printing, 3D printer in TBI, you have seen this. You have seen this model we have done done using our 3D printer, because we have PLA plastic. We have a PLA plastic. That is why we have made this. It is a general model to make such. That is why we have did in our lab also. It is available in many colors. It have not only PLA. Generally, they are using. They are comparing with. Yeah, they are making. What we can say, simple we can say, they are compositing with many other plastics, and they will give as a output. It will looks like appearance of wood or metal. Okay, that is what the advantage in PLA. PLA means not only we can use general PLA, you can make composite with the other type of plastics, from which you will have a good output to see. Okay. PLA degrades from humidity in the ambient air, so that you have to be placed in a closed condition. Also, a vacuum bags. Okay, if that is good to place in a vacuum bags, or else closed container it have to be placed. Okay, I'm going for next one, nylon. Guys, when you compare to ABS, I have given less detail about PLA, because when you talk about such a high data in every plastics means, it will take 7 hours or 8 hours about talking only about plastics. So that I will give enough data for small data for plastics, and we have to go for other type of material also. Okay, so what I am telling is, compared to ABS, PLA is also equally good material. Equally good material. It have a same character what ABS have. The thing is, the durability is more compared. ABS have more durability compared to PLA. Okay, similar like ABS, it have able to resist heat, wear and tear, and sometimes about chemical it can able to withstand. Okay, next thing is it is also available in different colors, and the very positive one is it can have a composite with other type of plastics for having a good aesthetic look. Okay, while storing, ABS have to be stored in a closed container, and you have to place in a some dark room. It is good for it, because while sunlight while sunlight touches it, it will degrade it. So that it have to be placed in a ABS have to place in a dark room. But PLA, it have to be closed in it have to be placed in a closed container, because humidity will affect it. Okay. Next one is nylon. Nylon is simply we can say it is white plastic. Nylon mostly we have used in home appliance and even industries. They are using easily available material. It is stronger. Its character is ideally suitable for 3D printing. Okay, and it have a good tensile and mechanical strength what we expect in the 3D printer. That is why nylon is also highly used in the 3D printing machine. Okay. Um Nylon prints have a rough surface that can be polished smooth. So what we can conclude about this line is, you have to do a post processing after printing about nylon material. Okay, there will be some post processing. You have to use some sandpapers to have a finishing. Okay, sandpapers have to be used for some finishing process. And it is also this type of material also a flexible one, chemical resistance, and also strong. It is important compared to ABS and PLA. Nylon is strong. Okay, so that is why it have some rough surface finish. Okay, guys. Always a good material, a good mechanical strength material will have a rough surface finish only. Depends upon its strength, the surface finish you will get. When a strong, mechanically strong material always have a rough surface finish. When you have a mechanically less strong material, will have a smooth surface finish. That is what the difference is. So when you have mechanically strong material used in 3D printer, you have to go for a post processing. Okay, when you take resin, the resin doesn't need any post processing. So when you take nylon, it need a post processing. That is the difference, guys. Okay, like other thermoplastic, nylon degrades from humidity in the surrounding air. If you want to use it for home 3D printing, better to store in airtight containers or bag. Here nylon degrades from humidity, yes, of course, but it will take some time, so that you have to, when you are having excess material, if you want to store, you have to store in a proper airtight container. Okay, next one is PET, polyethylene terephthalate. Because of PET, we are saying it as a PET bottle. As you have know all this already, we will call it as a PET bottle. Boys, it is 11:56. Do you have any doubt when up to now? Boys, do you have any doubt, man, up to now? Boys, do you have any doubt, man? Do you have to repeat anything? Tell me, boys, or else I will
No,
complete
sir.
PET today.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Boys, my voice is audible, man, for everyone.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Shall I complete the PET today itself, man? Is that okay? Boys, tell me, boys. Okay, let it be. Tomorrow I will complete this pet. Pet is similar to nylon. Let us see about it tomorrow. So what I have seen today is we have seen some introduction about our syllabus, as we have a meeting for after a very long time. We have seen what syllabus we have completed, and we have started unit 3 today. 3D printing materials, and there are many type of material we can use here, from plastics, metals, non-metals, resin, composite we have used here, from which we have seen today plastics. This plastics, again, it is classifying into many types, but some few plastics which is suitable for using in 3D printing because of its technology what we have. That plastic we are seeing one by one. So we have seen about ABS and PLA. ABS will also we have seen about nylon. These three we have seen in today's class. From today onwards, the remaining we will see. Okay, guys. Do you have any doubt at any time? Please, please ask me, even on call or even on WhatsApp. Okay. Today's attendance I will post in our WhatsApp group. Okay, guys. If you have anything to ask, boys. You have anything to ask? Okay, then. See you, boys. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.